Hello everyone, welcome back to AJ's Analysis, the podcast that talks about the past. Today we are going to be talking about Ritchie Valens, his story and his hits, as well as the movie La Bamba and its real-life references. As most of you know, the day the music died is coming up. I thought it would be great to talk about each of the three stars as well as to talk about their hits. We're starting with Ritchie because he was the youngest. Richard Stephen Valenzuela was born on May 13, 1941, and died in a plane crash on February 3, 1959, alongside Buddy Holly, J.P. Richardson, more popularly known by his stage name The Big Bopper, and Roger Peterson, the pilot. Ritchie was an American singer-songwriter and guitarist. He was one of the first rock and roll pioneers of the Chicano rock movement. He was only 16 when he was discovered by a guy named Bob Keane. Bob heard of him from a colleague because people would call him the Little Richard of San Fernando. Bob was interested because the hype for Little Richard was at its peak.
She rocks to the left and she rocks to the right. She rocks all day and she rocks all night. When my baby gets tired of me, I'm gonna drown myself in the sea. Well, come on, let's go.
One of the first songs he recorded was That's My Little Susie. The story of the song goes that Ritchie's mother had a friend who had a child born with a clubfoot, Susie. She was the sweetest little girl with big brown eyes and a beautiful smile, and when she walks to the left and she rocks to the right. That's My Little Susie is Susie's song. Ritchie's first album, That's My Little Susie, was listed as I Got a Girl Named Sue. I assume they changed the name since it was more catchy.
All the fellas call my baby high tone. High tone. They all think she's always acting high tone. High tone.
Another one of his first songs were High Tone. In the movie La Bamba, they gloss over this song but reference it as they call him High Tone in the beginning of the movie, and even introduces himself as High Tone to Donna.
She's way above your class, I tell you. You just concentrate on that audition.
I don't know how much of that is true, but there is also the theory that High Tone meant he was a snob or arrogant. Whatever the case, High Tone is a song he wrote.
Every night so dark and lonely, my heart is heavy like a stone. Cry, cry.
I couldn't find very much detail for the next song, which is Cry, Cry, Cry. It was recorded in 1958 and was later released in October of 1959. One really cool thing is when you listen to the demo, you can actually hear Ritchie's voice, which is quite interesting in my opinion, since I've only really heard him sing.
Well, now my baby's gone. She let me go. But that's a little bit too high. What if we go back to that B flat? What do we call it?
That was, Ritchie. It's the way you sing. Let's go.
Oh yeah, that's the way you sing with. Five. Come on, let's go, little darling. And tell me that you never leave me. Come on, let's go. Again.
Ritchie wasn't very experienced with music when he met Bob Keane. He would be known for forgetting the stuff he'd write immediately after singing it, and he only knew the 4 basic chords. So the story of Come On, Let's Go was that someone told Ritchie, Come on, Ritchie, let's go, and he started saying that all the time. Then he wrote the song for it. When he came to Bob Keane with the song, all he had were the lines, Come on, let's go, and if you listen to the original version of the lyrics, they're much different. In the movie La Bamba, they reference this very briefly. When he sings the lyrics the first time, you can hear actually he says some of the lyrics that Ritchie actually used in the beginning, or at least a variation of it. The part of Ritchie having to continue singing the song over and over and over again for Bob Keane to edit later was a bit dramatified. Ritchie had trouble coming in and out of the meter, so he ended up having to edit the song after.
Well, oh, I'll get another just heading off later. Well, I told you when I walked you home, ain't I told you on the telephone?
The song Hurry Up was not written by Ritchie, but by Eddie Crochen's fiancée, Sherry Sheeley, for Eddie. Eddie knew Ritchie Valens and thought the song fit the style of Ritchie better than his own style, so they pitched it to Ritchie, who liked it and recorded it. Sherry changed the lyrics a bit more before giving it to Ritchie as a present, and the song has the elements of both Eddie and Ritchie.
Well, this old man, he played one. He played knick-knack on my thumb. Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came a-rolling on.
The Paddywhack song wasn't originally written by Ritchie, but the story is kind of interesting. One day Ritchie was playing guitar and Bob Keane asked what he was playing. He said it was an old song his mom used to sing to him, and of course Bob wanted to record it. Ritchie was a bit iffy on it, but Bobo convinced him by telling him about all the kids that would enjoy the song as well. In La Bamba, there's a small reference of this song. When he first meets Bob Keane in the movie, he's singing this song to a cousin for their birthday.
This old man, he played six. He played knick-knack on the stick. Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came a-rolling home. All right. Happy birthday, Neha. We gonna rock all night. Well, baby, 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 we just roll and go by. Roll on. Ooh, my head.
Ooh, My Head is another original from Ritchie Valens. However, I assume he had some influence from Little Richard's song Ooh, My Soul, which came out in 1958.
Honey, 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 honey. Get up off of that money. Love. Ooh, my soul.
The songs have a lot in common, such as chord progressions, repeating lyrics, and having a pause in the song for the singer to say, ooh, my.
Ooh, my head. Ooh, my soul.
Led Zeppelin also did a version of this song titled Boogie with Stu. I just thought that was interesting as well. Ritchie Valens did a cover of a few songs in his time, such as Bluebirds Over the Mountain, which was originally composed by Ursel Hickey,
Bluebirds over the mountain, bring my baby back to me.
Framed, which was by Jerry Levine and Mike Stoller,
That's your man I was praying. Frame I was made.
Summertime Blues by Eddie Crochet,
What I'm gonna do, 'cause there ain't no cure for the summertime.
Boney Maroney by Larry Williams,
I got a girl named Bonnie Maroney. Well, she's as skinny as a stick of macaroni.
and lastly We Belong Together by Robert and Johnny.
And we belong together.
All great classic songs. The songs I couldn't really find anything for were Doobie Doobie Wah, Stay Beside Me,
Stay beside me, here beside me.
My Darling Is Gone,
Well, my darling's gone.
Big Baby Blues, In a Turkish Town,
Praise my fellow one in a Turkish town.
Now You're Gone,
Sitting here all alone, wondering what
Little Girl,
will now, little girl,
Ritchie's Blues, Fast Fright, and Rockin' All Night.
Well, now, little baby, you got me going now.
I say my two favorite songs for last. We all know the story of O'Donna, but I'll give you a short refresher if you don't. Ritchie and Donna were going through a rough patch as Ritchie was just starting to gain some fame, so he wrote a song for Donna so she doesn't forget how much she means to him. It's an awesome classic love ballad, and it's one of Ritchie's most iconic songs. Ritchie called Donna on the phone and sang the song for her live, or at least a variation of the song, as Ritchie would always change lyrics. Lastly, we have La Bamba. Instead of me telling you, I will let you hear the story in Bob Keane's words.
I first heard the song La Bamba while driving with Ritchie to a San Francisco TV appearance. I had just purchased a new Thunderbird, and Ritchie was riding in the back seat, strumming his guitar. Suddenly, I heard this melody, and I asked Ritchie what it was. He said it was called La Bamba, a folk song from Mexico. I felt it would make a good Latin rock song, but Ritchie didn't know the words, and he didn't want to record it anyway. He felt it might demean the music of his heritage. Several weeks later, he agreed to record the song, so his Aunt Ernestine gave us the lyrics, and we were back in Gold Star. Ritchie had a bad cold that day, but I thought he may change his mind about recording the song, so I decided to record the music track anyway. We were back in the studio several weeks later to overdub Ritchie's voice to the track.
In the movie, they made it as if Bob Keane was the one that was iffy about having La Bamba sang, whereas in real life, Ritchie was the one that was more iffy on it. I love the song La Bamba. It's amazing, but some of you may not know what the original sounds like, so here's an old adaptation recorded in 1939 by El Jarocho.
Para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia y otra cosita. Allá arriba, arriba y arriba y me. Yo no soy marinero, pero ti seré.
One more thing I'd like to add is the song Twist and Shout, made famous by the Beatles, has a very close resemblance to La Bamba, with its chord structure and melody. So I created a short version of La Bamba and Twist and Shout for you all to hear the resemblance. 1, 2, 3. Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia. Una poca de gracia pa' mi partida, arriba y arriba. Ay, arriba y arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Bamba, 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 bamba. Well, shake it up, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout, twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, now. Come on, baby. Come on, we'll work it all out. Work it all out. Come on, honey. Now you know. Now you know. You know you look so good. You look so good. Come on, you got me going now. Going now, baby. Just like I know you would. Like I know you would. Bye. So, that was my dive into Ritchie Valens and his work. I hope you all enjoyed and hopefully come back for more as I upload episodes every Friday and sometimes Tuesday. If there's a specific song or group that you'd love for me to do an episode about, you can contact me on Instagram at ajs_analysis or by my email, ajmusicpodcast@gmail.com. I'd love to talk about any old music and all old music. But thanks for watching. Peace.